Hey, do not mail your ballot today. If you still have your ballot, hang on to it. I'm starting to think we're seeing some last-minute lying, blatant lying. Somebody has to be lying. And on you, it might change your vote. Well, I talked last night for probably 20 minutes with David Castillo in private. I asked him what he was thinking about. Well, this is a small thing, but I pick up on clues about character, and character is important to me in a politician. I asked him what he was thinking when he showed up at what was Jamie Herrera's kickoff party. So he showed up at his competitor's kickoff party, her celebration down in Vancouver, 400 people there early in the morning. Castillo and his staff show up with his campaign. Well, he didn't show up. His staff was there with, he wasn't there. His staff showed up with campaign signs. You go to your competitor's celebration with your own campaign signs? You don't show up where you're not wanted. Well, then his first response was that he wasn't there. It was a campaign team that showed up. Okay, I understand that part. Said he didn't know anything about it. Now, that bothers me. When you're the boss, you give the instructions. And something like this, they didn't even run it by him? Who's running his campaign? It's obviously not David. So apparently he's being managed by someone behind the scenes who's really giving out instructions for big decisions. Secondly, if your employees screw up, and I think it was a screw-up. Actually, he does too, but I'll get to that. You take the heat for it. You say, and the response I was hoping he would say, we made a mistake. I wish it wouldn't have happened, but it happened. I take credit for that. I sent a letter of apology, and I say that won't happen again. Now, that would have been an honorable response. Instead, he said, well, it's there. And I asked him, well, what if you knew about it ahead of time? Would you have authorized it? And then he said, no, it would have been a bad idea. Okay, finally the truth. But I had to pull it out of him like a bad tooth. Now, that's a small experience. He says, look, that happened months ago. It's in the past. The Bill Clinton, it's all been discussed. We're not going to talk about it anymore. Okay, fine. But here's where I think we need to discuss, and I'll ask for your help, although I see all the lines are full, so you can't call right now. There's a last-minute attempt to say that Jamie Herrera is really a secret Democrat. She supports unions, and she introduced a bill that was going to unionize all the something or other. What is it, child care places or health care places? I don't know what. Well, coming out this late in the campaign always raises my suspicion. Don Benton is a current senator from down in Vancouver, and he sent a letter apparently to the editor. I have not read it. I was gone for a while. Maybe I missed it. Saying she voted for this bill and it's unionization, and that shows she's not a Republican, so vote for David Castillo. Well, wait a minute. Don Benton voted for that bill. The bill he's now condemning Jamie Herrera for voting for, he voted for himself. At least that's what, who else told me this? Another senator said, what? He voted for it. Every single Republican from our district voted for that bill. In fact, every Republican representative in the Washington State Legislature voted for that bill. So how can that prove that she's a secret Democrat? Are all the Republicans in the state of Washington secret Democrats? I don't think so. So why is this sudden accusation being made here a week before the election? You tell me, who's telling the truth? Either Castillo's campaign is lying about this and Don Benton is lying about this, or all the Republicans in the state of Washington are really secret Democrats. Which is the case? This is what I'm talking about. If you've got a ballot, hang on to it, because you have to make these decisions. Somebody isn't telling the truth in this.